Hey, welcome to 13 and 1, and I'm Francis with my good friend, or Susan.
Susan. Oh, okay.
I didn't know what side you were on.
You were actually correct the first time.
Was I?
This way. Other way.
Oh, see, for me, this is
That's correct.
this
Wait,
is
no, other way is correct. That's correct.
So
now you're pointing at me. Am I pointing at you?
you're now pointing at me.
Okay.
You're now pointing at me. So here. I'm gonna push that down there, and that's.
Well, we got through that part.
I'm playing off my phone. I'm so ghetto. I'm such a moron. I have no idea what I'm doing. But anyway, I'm here with my good friend Susan Swarner, and we're playing the game show that's a talk show that really asks no important questions. 13 and 1. Yes, that's what it is. That's the game. The game is I ask stupid questions, and Susan is going to answer these questions the best. I'm actually going to add in some stuff too.
Okay.
As we go along, I may give my opinion or my thought.
Yeah. You don't want it to be all about your guest.
No, absolutely not. Well, Susan, just as a way of an intro, I mean, you are, you do comedy. You studied at IO and other various places with various trainers from Second City and people from around the nation who may see this wouldn't know if I said annoyance or wherever else. But you've trained a lot in Chicago, the hotbed, the heart of
improv.
And you've appeared at IO, you've appeared at Second City. Doing improv, not just like showing up there.
No, I just hang out there, and sometimes I sneak onto the stage.
In the audience, I've walked in, I've made it.
I'm at Second City.
Dan Ryan, and I'm on my way back.
Yes.
You've actually performed.
Yes.
And you also perform online with The Grid.
Yes.
That's an online improv group that is every Saturday at 7.
Yes.
And so you're now a regular member.
I am.
Junior associate.
Junior associate at The Grid.
Now you are a full-fledged welcome to the club member of The Grid. Well, that's great. So it's a half an hour, 45 minutes of improv. It's all live, which is kind of exciting and different.
Yeah.
And so that's pretty cool. Now I'm doing all the talking. Sorry, Susan. Why don't you guys tell me a little bit about any other improv stuff or about being on The Grid or anything else you've done?
Yeah, I mean, I think you summed it up. The Grid. I also work with Disposable Theater, which is another Northwest Indiana improv group. So hopefully we'll get some stuff going soon. Yeah, that one. But yeah, other than that, just figuring out how to keep doing improv.
Well, yeah, I mean, just again, we're not playing the game show part of it. We're doing the interview part. Oh, and by the way, there are no prizes, Susan. There are no prizes.
Where's that leave me?
That's why it's like a game show, but not because there's no prizes. It's like a talk show, but they're really like you get it. With improv now, it's like pandemonium in the improv world in Chicago.
Yeah, there's a lot. Well, there's a lot not going on, which is the problem. Right. Yeah, so. Because
improv, I mean, stand-up comedians still can kind of do their thing because they don't really care about an audience. They would shit on an audience and laugh, right?
Yeah. Right.
But improv relies upon an audience.
Yes.
And given the limitations of not having an audience, it sucks.
Yeah, it's hard when you don't hear any kind of reaction for anything you do.
Right. I like, but again, if you could shit on an audience member,
right?
Other comedian you would get a line out the door.
Yeah.
Hey, I could shit on the audience. That'd be great. It'd be funny. So I'm gonna go with an easy question first.
All right.
So you can kind of get a feel of what I'm doing here. And then by question number 2, we'll be into the crap
All right.
We'll be into the
jump in.
So question number 1. Again, I had envisioned someday, if I get to episode 3, maybe.
Yeah.
Because you're episode 2. Fiona was our last week guest, and you're my. There's going to be a number 1 behind me. But
okay. For the questions.
Yeah, for the because I will forget at some.
Yeah, so we can all keep track.
I'm gonna forget. So I'm gonna even try to write a little number 1 down. All right. What superpower would you want to have?
Okay, so my answer to this: have you seen New Mutants yet?
No, I have not.
Okay, because my answer is going to be a little bit of a spoiler.
That's all right. You can spoil away. There's probably not that many people that have seen it, but thank you for the spoiler warning.
Okay, so spoiler alert. I would have in the past picked something like, flying or like reading people's minds, but in the movie, and it's not too much of a spoiler because I ended up being wrong in my assumption, but for a brief moment, I assumed that one of the girl's powers was being able to summon this all-powerful ancient demon bear, which is pretty cool.
Is that magic? Who is that? What's her name?
What I don't remember what her name is, but she's the main character in that movie.
Okay, being a comic book dude, I'm sure Ben would know.
Ben would know, yeah.
Ben is your significant person.
Yes, yeah, significant person.
You know what? I am so bad at this whole whatever the modern futures. I just want this video to play forever, so I don't want to say a word that maybe 3 years from now.
Yeah, you're making it timeless.
I am making it timeless. So you want to be able to summon a demon bear, is what you're
right? I mean, that's pretty cool because then she could control it and you can make it do stuff and it's humongous and it looks cool. And then it's a bear.
Like if a demon bear shit in the woods, would you know?
Oh, that's a good point.
Just saying, what do you do to take care of a demon bear? Does she have to feed it? Does it feed itself?
I don't think she has to feed it. I think it feeds off of fear, actually.
Okay.
So.
Wow. You know what? Actually, I wanted to see New Mutants. Then I didn't want to see it because I heard it was bad.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
It's entertaining. It's not the best movie you're ever going to see, but I liked it.
Well, that's another question that's going to come up here. Okay. About movies. So, because I know you like movies, let's kind of go to that one.
Okay.
Question number 2. What favorite movie that you have would surprise your friends? What is a favorite movie that you think would surprise your friends and go, oh my God, she liked The Notebook, or oh my God, she liked the remake of King Kong.
Wait, the Jack Black one?
Yeah.
I did kind of like that movie, but
I kind of like it too.
Yeah.
I do like the original, but I do like the Jack Black one. He's there was a time when I thought I'd still like Jack Black. I think he's hit that comedy level edge where you're just not funny anymore. I don't know what. I don't either. Make a shitload of money. Like you just can't be. You're just not as funny anymore.
Right.
Like Eddie Murphy. That guy was hilarious.
Yeah.
And then Zach Galifianakis, funny. Even the two Ferns, but like his movies just aren't. I don't know what it is. Will Ferrell happens to where you're just not funny anymore. People think I've hit my window right now by question number. Where I'm no longer funny. So it happens.
Yeah, it happens to all of us. It happens
to us. So anyway, I'm buying you some time. This is the other thing I do. I ramble naturally, but I'm also buying you some time to think of an answer to question number 2, which was I got to make sure you write this down. Number 2, what movie would surprise your friend?
Surprise to know I like.
Maybe Spy Kids.
I've never seen Spy Kids. I heard that's a good movie though. But
that's Ben's secret favorite movie.
Ben's favorite movie. This is tough because I don't know if there'd be many that would be surprising. I do.
How about the general public? The
general public. I really do enjoy the Pacific Rim franchise.
Oh my God! I can't believe you're married. Because then I would ask you to marry me because I do like Damn it! I really made a when I got married. That was a mistake. But damn it! No, that's it. No, Pacific Rim. Actually, it seems like it's going to be good. Then it seems like it's going to suck. And
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
but then it's good. It's entertaining.
The second one was actually okay.
Yeah, I liked the second one. I was expecting nothing. I had no expectations, and I was like, oh, I would watch this again.
Yeah. Well, like anywhere where people run inside of a robot's head,
yeah,
kind of stupid. Let's be honest.
it looks idiotic.
But it's the cardio.
Yeah,
that I'm enjoying.
I'm just enjoying people getting a good workout in. It's tough sometimes.
Yes. It's like having one of those cubies.
Yeah.
Which I'm doing right now. I'm on a QB. Oh. That's another question. The question number 3. What item would be the most minimal item you would use to work out? Is QB like the minimum level, or is there something less than a QB? And for people who might not know, there's this commercial that's been all over the old people channels. All right, of QB, which is like basically a pedal and a connect like a pedal system in a box. It's geared to people 60 plus who just want to sit down, do a crossword puzzle, or sit in front of their TV and feel like they're exercising when they're not even getting enough exercise to probably work up to aerobic level.
No.
I mean, they're basically just moving their legs until they fall asleep.
I mean, I guess they're probably preventing like blood clots, right? There's some motion in there.
Yeah, there's some scientists that is like there's a chart.
Yeah.
QB use, yeah, and blood clots. Nap time, QB, blood clots.
Kind of inverse. The more you use the QB, the less.
Is that the less? Or is there something less that's even? Because like I was thinking bowling was as a activity would be low down, but that's heavy. That bowling ball is heavy.
You do get you have to use your arm strength in that.
Yeah.
So one that just uses even less energy than the QB.
Than QB. Is there anything less? Like, because here's the thing. I in college took bowling as my gym requirement 2 times.
Oh, nice.
The bowling class champion. I won.
Yeah.
But I loved bowling as a sport because you could. I mean, I would actually work up a sweat.
Yeah.
And you could actually have an alcoholic beverage if you played it right.
And
smoke at the same time. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. But that was my kind of athletic. Like, what about this? People keep saying NASCAR is a sport. Okay. What if you put a QB in the NASCAR? Would that make it more of a sport?
I guess it technically might.
What if it powered like the electronics?
Well, then I think it would, because you'd have to use that QB pretty fast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Or maybe there's got to be a switch on the QB. Easy, hard.
Yeah. Right. Yeah,
I'm sorry. Really easy, easier, easier.
Eventually, a motor kicks in and just moves your feet for you.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, this QB is
electric QB. So no, but seriously, is there anything less than that you could think? What about those like handsprings? Now, like muscle guys always
grips, grip things.
Is that
that? Or I feel like the shake weight. You don't do anything.
Oh,
well, I'm not going to do the motion, but
we know what that's really testing us for.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we know what that's.
But like, you don't move. You don't have to move at all for that. You just hold it, right?
Right.
Because it shakes itself. I haven't thought about the shake weight for a long time.
You might be right on that one. I'm going to give you a check mark on that.
I could be wrong.
That's a good call. I kind of put you in a corner there.
Yeah, I definitely never would have guessed that you would ask me that question.
No, I didn't even know either, because I'm already off my list here. So, so we're up to question number 4.
All right.
Question number 4. Okay. Have you gone to McDonald's lately? That's not the question. This is bad.
I have, yeah.
Okay. Did you get a Travis Scott meal?
I didn't. No, I went before that came out.
Oh, okay.
Because that just came out this week, right?
Yeah, I went and just happened. I didn't go
Were you like
for the Travis
first in
Scott.
line?
What's that?
I did first in line for it.
No. Okay, so when I go up to order it, I am blasting apple pie. Apple pie. Hey, and I actually thought Travis Scott would be at that McDonald's I was going to, and he wasn't. But okay, so my question is to you. Okay, so you're familiar with the Travis Scott meal that they have at McDonald's, which is it's a cheeseburger with
the bacon on it.
I think it has bacon, onions, pickles, a side of fries, barbecue sauce to dip in the fries, and a Sprite.
Yes.
My question for you, if there was a Susan Swarner meal, what fast food restaurant would it be at, and what would be in that meal? And this is going to hit question 4 and 5 because this is a 2-part question.
Okay, 2-part question. So, where would it be at and what would it be? All right, this is easy. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I love getting some chicken nuggets from McDonald's with the honey, not the honey mustard, the honey. But if I really had to figure it out, I'd probably go to Taco Bell, and then the meal would be Mountain Dew, and then a Crunch Wrap and a chicken quesadilla. And that's the meal.
Special you throw in, like, is there anything you do differently that you want to?
Oh, I guess you would have to put the fire sauce on it.
The fire sauce. Okay.
Yeah, fire sauce. Oh, and they would have to bring back, added to this as a side, they'd have to bring back that spicy potato taco.
Okay, why the hell not?
Yeah.
Yeah, why the hell not? So Taco Bell. So Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And what you said, which I totally, even though I have, mine would be, my choice would be not as exciting as yours, but it would also be Taco Bell, which is my super huge guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Taco Bell is crap. You and I both agree that, right?
Yeah, it is, but
it's so good.
Delicious.
You know, it's like you're like, oh man, I want some Taco Bell.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's so politically incorrect on so many levels.
It's not.
Cultural appropriation.
Yeah, it is.
I don't even know. Maybe Mr. Bell is Hispanic, his Mexican Hispanic origin. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm just okay. So, but mine would be. I even know what I get the number 7 every time. The chicken quesadilla.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
And then I don't get the crunchy taco. I get the soft taco.
Yeah, the soft tacos I do like better.
And then mine would be a side of the drink would be a Diet Pepsi, which is so embarrassing. If you ever do that, order a shitload of food and I'm gonna have a Pepsi. Diet Pepsi.
Yeah. I actually just did that. I went to Burger King and I was like, I'll get a Whopper Jr. and some fries and a chocolate cookie and a Diet Coke. Please.
Oh yeah. Okay, the health not special. I'm sorry, I have to. So that was question number 5. See, we're almost through this. This is so painless.
Yeah.
So painless. Okay. This is another question that is another food question. I kind of get a little. I did eat lunch already, so I'm kind of surprised we're kind of stuck on food. Okay, so then this may be a little similar to the last question, but I'm still going to go with it so this is question number 6. Okay, so there's some weird food combinations. Some, are just stupid. Like some people like salt and sweet, like chocolate, salt, whatever. And other people but some of them become like even popular, even though they're weird, like pineapple on pizza. What weird food combination does Susan do yourself? What would I catch you eating? And just as you're unless you have it right now, mine is I like to dip cold pizza into hummus.
Oh, that's probably pretty good.
Yeah, it's very acidic though. Yeah. The sauce and the hummus. Yeah, that's one of I love that.
Yeah. Well, I have 2 possible answers. So I guess, do you want both of them or just one?
Sure.
Okay. Well, one, I do like pizza with pineapple, pepperoni, and pepperoncinis on it.
That's weird. That is
really it's so good though. You get the spicy, the sweet, the salty. But probably weirder than that, because you can put almost anything on a pizza. I like burgers that have my favorite burger combination has been the burger and then peanut butter and then a fried egg and mayonnaise.
Wait. Can you say this again?
And bacon.
I swear to God, you said peanut butter and a fried egg.
Yeah, it's like a protein bomb. I never make them. I only eat them at restaurants that like offer something similar. Yeah, it's peanut butter and a fried egg. There's bacon on it. I forgot what cheese is usually on it. I think it's.
Is there a burger in this too, or no?
There's a burger. Yeah, there's a burger patty. So it's like this tall.
So that might be your Happy Meal at McDonald's then.
Yes.
If I said McDonald's, if we took out the Taco Bell,
yeah,
say that. But they don't make that. They have to make it special. They'd call
right.
it.
But that's why it'd be my meal.
Right.
They would put it together. Yeah. They would hate making it. But I guess they have, except for the peanut butter, they have all the ingredients.
No, I'm sure, you know what? I'm sure that they probably have a frozen peanut butter patty. So.
Probably just pop on there.
So, I don't know. Okay, number 7. Are you ready for number 7?
I'm ready.
All right. What piece of advice would you give a younger Susan Swarner? Like, so if you have a time machine, and you know, we may have another time machine question later. We may not. Don't know. There is one here, but I don't know. But if you could go back and tell, and we could also describe like which Susan Swarner would you go back and talk to, and what would you tell her?
Okay.
I mean, it could be yesterday's Susan Swarner. Don't do that show with Francis.
It's about 29 minutes ago, Susan Swarner.
I see. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I don't know. That's tough. There's so many times you could go back and be like, But there was one time, this would save me some embarrassment in 4th grade, where I didn't feel well, but like my mom was the type of mom who's like, you should try to go to school unless you have like a fever or you're really sick.
Yeah.
It was like, I got on the bus, rode the bus all the way to the school. The bus parked to begin to let us out, and I threw up everywhere. So what I would be like, well, Susan, maybe just insist to your mom you need to stay home today so that you aren't known as that girl who threw up all over the bus in 4th grade.
That sounds like a great plot to a sitcom.
Yeah.
With a machine, like where, you know, Mork and Mindy, or, you know, Richie Cunningham.
Yeah.
Something like that. Or maybe, you know, maybe the Saved by the Bell cast somehow has to go back. Did you watch Saved by the Bell?
I did, yeah.
That's going to be another question, but let me get to that in a second. But I just want to, I have a very similar story to that. Well, when I was a kid, I was at summer basketball camp. And before basketball camp, I had a big breakfast for some effing reason.
Yeah.
Which is bad.
Yeah.
Because the first thing they make you do in basketball camp is run laps.
Exactly.
So I'm running laps, and these pancakes that my dad had made, just all of a sudden, it was like, I even caught it, you know, or like do that, you know, thing. And then I almost caught it. And then I remembered because I had a weird childhood. I had just seen Caddyshack, and I'm like 10.
Yeah.
I admit that I probably, as a 10-year-old, should not have just seen Caddyshack. Okay? But I did. All right? So I remembered the scene in there where they talk about the kid dying from swallowing his own vomit.
Oh.
Remember, that's how the Caddy Award came available again for the young the young kid. So anyway, I thought of that. That's the first thing that popped up. So
while you were, oh no.
And then I was like, oh, I don't want to die.
Oh, no.
Puked everywhere. And people made fun of me. I was a fat kid. It was bad enough already. Now it was the fat kid who threw up.
Yeah.
It was just awful. But anyway, sorry to bring us down.
No, that's all right.
Okay, so let's try to pick this back up. And what member of the Saved by the Bell? Oh, and this is question number 8, I believe.
Okay.
I believe we could be off. I might be off by one. Whatever.
Close enough.
We're close. Number 8. What member of the Saved by the Bell group are you most like?
Yeah, so I would want to be Kelly, right? Because everybody wants to be, but I am
The
for
pretty
sure.
brunette or the pretty brown hair? I don't know.
Kelly's the popular one. She's the one that marries Zach.
Okay.
Yeah, but I would for sure be Jessie Spano. I'd be the one who like
script, right?
what?
Jessie Spano was the one who was in the one who did the strip. She was in
Showgirls. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be that version of Jessie Spano, but in terms of the show.
Oh, you mean that wasn't the same character? That wasn't Saved by the Bell?
It wasn't the same universe.
The Audrey years?
Right.
The slut years?
Yeah.
I always thought that was.
That was the paying off your student loan years.
So wait, which one you would want to be Kelly?
I would want to be Kelly, but I know that I am Jessie Spano because she's the one that like studied all the time and was like in student government. She's the nerdy one, which fit much more what I was in high school.
I think nobody from that show outside of Screech, who has a career in porn, I guess.
Yeah.
Nobody really has a career after that show, except for that guy who's on Animal Planet, the Mario
Lopez.
Yes, is he on like Animal Planet or something?
He is a host on something. Maybe it is Animal Planet. Mark Paul Gosselaar like tried a few things, but yeah, he doesn't really.
Oh, didn't he? He did a show or something like it was on USA where he played like a lawyer or something.
Yeah, was it?
It was on NYPD Blue or something at the end or something.
Yeah, he was on a cop show. Yeah. Was the lawyer show Franklin and Bash?
Yes.
Was that it?
That's the great. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So you wouldn't. Who is the? There was also who have we forgotten? There's another girl.
Lisa Turtle.
Okay. All right. And they always used to try to pair her off with Screech.
Yeah.
She hated that in real life. She hated that.
Yeah.
But you know why I know all this? Because of all that clickbait shit.
Yeah.
that tells you the behind the stories of Saved by the Bell, and you have to click like 85 times to get to anything.
Yeah, because each one's just one sentence, and you got to click to the next one.
Yeah. The Saved by Bell cast. All right, so that was number 8. All right, so have you ever, number 9, this is number 9, have you ever had a nightmare where you are about to perform in a play and don't know your lines?
Yeah, this for a while, I don't remember the last time I had it, but I had a recurring dream where I was cast in a play. And like the dream went through all very quickly, the rehearsals leading up to the play and then the night of the play. And like we'd go through all the rehearsals and then the night of the play, I'd be about to walk on stage and I'd be like, I never actually took the time to learn my lines. And I would walk out onto the stage and the scene would just go on without me. Mm-hmm. So it didn't even matter.
So it didn't matter.
Which was weird. But then I woke up and I was like, oh, thank God that's not real. But then later I'd be like, wait, why didn't they care that I didn't know my lines? Why did I have such a small part? In my own dream play, I was not the star.
Now that's weird.
Yeah.
Because usually, and again, this is what usually happens to me, so I'm assuming this is what usually happens to other people. I don't know. Yeah. It seems, you don't know your lines, and most likely you go on and people love it anyway, and you're like, really? You like that crap? It sucked, but I just made it up.
Yeah.
One time, was I in a performance that I had never rehearsed for and was about to go on. It was a musical where I had to dance. So, not only am I a horrible singer, I'm also dancing and I don't even know the choreography. And by the way, I can't dance either. But they loved it.
Everyone's clapping.
They're like, I was okay. I was like, you would think though, when that happens, you would think that you would just say, hey, this has got to be a motherfucking dream.
Yeah.
You
this can't be real.
But instead you got to wake up and do that whole,
the relief.
Yeah. And then you're like, oh, thank God that was just a dream.
Yeah.
What you got to do, then you go like, can you believe that?
They didn't cast me in the lead?
Well, okay, this is another dream question. Number 10. Question number 10 is, do you have anybody that recurs, famous or otherwise famous, or just somebody you know, or maybe somebody you don't know but is not famous. Like you'd have to say, oh, Furby shows up in my dream. Who's Furby?
Yeah.
Do you have anybody that recurs in your dreams that that maybe your husband won't get mad about? That road.
I don't have a lot of recurring people dreams. I mean, I'm sure Ben has shown up in my dreams periodically because I'm around him so much, but like
because he's married to you. But
yeah. But yeah, I don't have a lot of dreams where the people are repetitive.
Okay. So
I have had dreams with celebrities in them, but they don't come back.
Yeah, they're like more like guest stars on the Love Boat.
They do a cameo.
Yeah. It's like, hey, wait, that's Cindy Williams from Laverne and Shirley. Oh, she's just making a guest appearance in Susan's dream.
She'll be gone next week.
Yeah. It's Jamie Ford. Anyway, you can see all my reference. Like I'm even like almost out of my like depth when I say Saved by the Bell. All my reference.
I was, if I'm being honest, I was surprised that you knew so much about it.
That was sort of my guilty pleasure in the watching Saved by the Bell. I have to admit, I always kind of pictured myself as a Zach. By the way,
yeah.
So let's see here. Okay, here's another one. Okay, number 11. All right. Now people keep saying, "Oh, I thought we'd have flying cars by now." Okay. Yeah. But we don't. What did you think that we would have 20 years ago that we don't have now? Is there anything that you were like, why don't we have that? Like, here's my example. Like, I thought 20 years ago there would be Dippin' Dots all over the effing place because they're the ice cream of the future.
Yeah.
But they're not here. I mean, they're here, but not in any way, shape, or form like I thought they would be. I thought you would go into the grocery store and there would be no more ice cream. No. Dippin' Dots had taken over the entire ice cream area because we are in the effing future.
Yeah.
Because that's the way they market. They still market. Like, I'm still waiting for the Dippin' Dots revolution. I'm out there. Screw the mask thing. Screw whatever else. I want my goddamn Dippin' Dots in the world. So is there anything you're like, hey, where is this? Why do we not have this yet? That you thought we would have by now?
The cat showed up.
Oh, your cat. Did you think you'd have like a robot cat by now?
Oh, possibly.
I did actually think we would have robots.
Yeah, I thought robots would be more prevalent. Also, they've been talking for a long time about cloning that little mastodon they found.
True. So
They haven't yet. I thought that based on watching Jurassic Park movies in my youth, I thought that whole thing would be further along.
Do you think we should, and this is not a question, this is a follow-up, so this does not count.
Okay.
Do you think we should be messing with nature and making mastodons? I mean, just as a plot device goes, when you start making new like dinosaurs that are leaders, I could see where that's going to go wrong.
I feel like we have a lot of stories telling us that it goes wrong every time, right? I've never seen it go correct.
Nobody's like, hey, yeah, look, we got a T-Rex over here. It's great.
Yeah.
It's love it.
So we probably shouldn't clone that little mastodon. Also, what happened to Dolly the sheep?
They're so
what?
No, they're so.
I know, and like we know how to handle elephants. Well, there are all those elephants that like stampede through.
Yeah, but mastodons. Oh, I think they existed like up to like maybe 20,000 years ago, right?
Even less, even like 12,000 years.
I was gonna say 10, but I was like, she probably knows her shit. She'll be like, oh no, it's
no.
Years ago. No, they used to have little miniature mastodons too. Like there's a smaller version they found. Or maybe it was a kid mastodon and some guy wrote a thesis that it's an adult.
He just made it up.
Yeah, it's an adult.
Yeah.
How could you be wrong? It would be like, like turning in your homework. How could you be wrong about anything? I found these two bones. I think it's a Duopathopoulos.
All right, we'll write it in the book.
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah.
Okay. So that wasn't even a question. Okay, Fiona thought this was a stupid question, but I'm gonna ask it to you anyway. Now, most of your questions were not asked last week, but this one was.
Okay.
When you lose something, where's the first place you look?
First place I look is in my. Oh
yeah, first.
Was there a second part of the question?
No. That was the problem with Fiona, and I'll explain it to you when you're.
Okay. I look at my backpack first because I take it to work every day. And then if it's not there, I don't have a plan anymore, and I just desperately search around my house for it. I check my car sometimes.
That sounds like a reasonable plan.
Yeah.
See, because Fiona said that she just looks in the place where it's supposed to be. So that's just a stupid question. There is no first place because it's in the place where it should be. I'm like, okay.
That plan only works if you put stuff where it's supposed to go.
Exactly what I think. So, you know what? You are now, of the 2 episodes that I've done, my favorite episode ever. Okay, so I think we're on question number 13. Ooh, I have so many good questions here, but this is the last one.
Oh, no.
All right, I'm going to go with well, you know what? We already know the answer to this one, so I'm not going to ask this one. Because it was going to be, are you a dog person or a cat person? But you had a cat.
I also have a dog, though.
Oh, but I don't want. Will they get upset if they find out?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, so I'm not going to go with that. Okay, so if you were a time traveler, where would you go, or what event would you try to stop in the past? Now, why I say where would you go is if you go to the future, then you're like, oh, okay. But what would you do with a time machine?
What would I do? This is tough. I mean,
well, it's question number 13, so it's going to be
the toughest one. Yeah,
the toughest one. I mean, I don't want to direct you like, would you stop the space shuttle from being blown up or anything like that? I mean, because the question originally was, and I'll just in episode 1 with that person Fiona, she got the question. It was, would you stop Hitler from gaining power, which is a very nerdy history. I watch History Channel all the time kind of question. And so if you want to be that basic, I'll even give you an out on that one. Okay. But if there's something else you would do with the time machine, it could be personal. You could be like, you don't have to save the world. Fuck it. You could blow up the world. You could make $1 billion. Is there anything you would do? What would be the first thing? Because you have all the time in the world, first of all.
Right. Because I can go anywhere in it.
You could shoot Hitler second, but I was just wondering, what would be the first thing you would do with a time machine after you tested it? You're not going to get out that easy.
After I test it.
You go, oh, hey, it works. Okay.
I think I kind of would want to go back and see what dinosaurs actually looked like.
Okay.
For sure. I also might. I can only have one answer, can't I?
No, you know what?
I mean, you could go back and figure out who Jack the Ripper was.
Oh, yeah.
You could follow him, because you would know who the victims are already.
And what time they were killed and everything.
Right, so you could follow them until they ran into whoever Jack the Ripper was. Answer that question, check.
Right. That's good.
I mean, I should probably say I would kill Hitler. That's a good answer, right?
I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. If you kill Hitler, that's really going to change the timeline. I mean,
yeah, but is our timeline going well?
Well, it was going well for 60 years.
Yeah.
That's not bad. 60 out of 61.
Yeah.
60 out of 64. 64 out of, wait a minute. 48 out of 64. Yeah.
What's that percentage?
Over 50. All I'm saying is, you would change it. That's the downside.
Right.
But you would save millions of people.
Yeah.
Would that be morally wrong? Probably not.
Yeah. It's probably morally wrong to go back and change anything, right?
Right.
So you might as well just go for it.
Exactly. And if it does screw things up, you always got a time machine. You can go back and
Hitler
back in.
Yeah.
Or maybe, you know what? Maybe replace Hitler with Susan Swerner.
Oh no, I don't want it.
Like change it from the inside.
Oh, I could do good stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
We're going to turn the trains around now. Why? Because we're going to make a big, like, maybe like commune,
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know what I didn't, I had nowhere to go with that joke, so I'm just going to shut it down now. I mean, basically, it's sort of like when people said, hey, let's do a comedy about a concentration camp or a prisoner of war camp in World War II. It'll be really funny. And everybody was like, what? But then it was Hogan's Heroes.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You never know what's going to play.
You never know, and you just never know. And you got to be funnier than what the material I'm using. So, so anyway, so that's your 13 questions. Now you can ask me one question.
All right. So
I hope I didn't take your one question.
No, you didn't. So if you picture a petting zoo, all the different animals.
I already like this.
Which animal, if you could become one of those animals and live in that petting zoo, which one would it be?
Well, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I would probably go with the goat.
The goat.
Yes, because I would personally think it meant greatest of all time. But the goat, I mean, because they're not, I mean, you think they're cute. And the cartoons are always cute.
Yeah.
Well, you see them. They got like eyeballs going like that.
Yeah, their eyes are bulby and then they're huge. Sometimes they're humongous.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're so cute. Like they just eat.
Mm-hmm.
Which for me would be what I do anyway. So I don't think there'd be much change in my lifestyle.
Yeah.
Except somebody else is going to be paying to feed me.
Right.
Yeah, because all the little kids have to get the quarter.
Yeah.
Then they get the crap that the goats love to eat.
Yeah, and the goats I feel like get fed the most too.
Oh
they're
yeah.
the friendliest. Yeah.
Okay. And except now with COVID, I'm sure that people are like, oh no.
Yeah, I don't think there's petting zoos anymore.
Yeah. I think that was the first industry to go between.
It really took a hit.
Strippers, petting zoo, and improv.
Right, improv is third.
The most.
But there's drive-through strip clubs in Portland, Oregon now, or there was. There might not be right now.
Yeah. You know what? I'm sure if there's one safe place in Portland, where the porn is, where the smut is, that is, I mean, safe to a degree.
Right.
Like open for business. Safe, but not maybe safe like as it. I mean, there's still, no matter what, people always want smut. People
That's true.
always want to get off.
It's a recession-proof, you could say.
It is recession-proof. It is like New York City crap hole proof.
Yeah.
I mean, did you ever watch that show The Deuce on HBO, which was about?
I have not watched it.
It was it took place in the 1970s in a rough part of town that had all the strippers and a lot of the porn industry, peep shows, and those 25-cent movies.
Yeah. And
it was a shithole place, but people would still go there because people love their smut. What's the biggest producing money maker for the big I don't know if networks is the right word, but the biggest seller is all like the companies that have porn, pay-per-view porn on either your cable companies or hotels.
Yeah.
Huge. People love their smut. They just do.
They do.
I mean, it's it's So why are we getting so it's whatever. I guess
if they had time.
I'm gonna go watch Netflix for myself. Go watch Cuties. I thought it was about oranges. By the way.
Those aren't those they're not oranges. What is that fruit?
Oh, tangerine.
Tangerines? I think they're tangerines. Yeah.
But do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the Cuties. Yeah, the documentary.
I literally thought it was a show about oranges.
Yeah, no. Sorry.
I love Cuties.
I know. Don't
yikes.
tweet that. Tweet that right now.
But yeah, so that's 13-1. You've done the whole thing. You asked me a question. You did the one part. That was the whole show.
Yeah.
So, Susan, I mean, so where else? You're going to be on the grid this week, right?
Yes, I'm on the grid on Saturday.
Okay.
Not much else.
Not much. There's not much going on.
No, there's not.
That's yeah, it is pretty dead out there in regard. It's so funny. I mean, I know you've done a lot of performing, but also you go to see shows at Second City and Annoyance and IO and places like that. I mean, there is literally nothing going on.
No, everything's shut down. And so
yeah, it is. I mean, it's some of those places are shut down for good. There's a few places. I don't even know how Second City. I guess they're just staying open by the skin of their teeth.
Yeah, they're doing online classes, I think.
Right.
And they do a program with Columbia, right? So they're still doing that.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I think there's a tiny theater called the Bug House. Mm-hmm. They're doing like storefront shows where they perform inside of the storefront and then you can stand on the sidewalk and watch. That's something.
Can I have a suggestion, please?
It's gotta be loud.
Yeah. So yeah, and yeah. Then IO. I mean, see, the problem is though, IO is also in a nice area, very expensive.
Yeah, it was getting really built up. Like they built an REI across the street. And
I don't even know what that is.
It's an outdoor store.
Oh, why do you need an outdoor store in the city?
I don't know, because people in the city like to still wear like big backpacking backpacks, but just like while they're on the L, so they look really outdoorsy.
I got my North Face on.
Yeah. Also, I don't know what they're using it for.
You and I live in a place outside of the city of Chicago that you literally we can see horses and there are farms around it. We would be like, that store should be here.
It should, yeah. Plus, like, we have to walk, like, they don't clear our sidewalks in a timely manner. So we got to walk on the ice.
Yeah. I mean, we need those little cleats.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, for like mountain climbing.
Right. But you know what? The one difference is people here in our area do shout, "This is MAGA country, motherfucker," as opposed to people in Chicago doing it, which I don't think really I mean, whatever else happened, I don't know. None of my business.
Right.
But I know for a fact.
Yeah.
Nobody in Chicago yells, "This is MAGA country."
They do not. No. That's
for sure. But they would yell that here where I live. Not me, but I'm just saying I would yell that. No, I mean, I wouldn't yell it, but people would yell that here, and I would believe that. If somebody said my neighbor, well, okay, no, he's I'm sure he's not I'm sure he wouldn't say it. But let's say my other neighbor who just moved here, who I haven't met.
Yeah.
Okay, and somebody said, "Hey, he yelled, 'This is MAGA country, get out.'" I'd be like, "Yeah, I bet he said that."
Yeah, that sounds like something.
That sounds like somebody from around here would say.
Yeah.
But not in Chicago. Are you kidding?
No. I don't think
like a death wish.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if there's anywhere in the city of Chicago you could shout that and be okay.
Yeah. I mean, you couldn't even say that at the Republican meeting. There's they probably have a meeting like 2 Republicans.
Yeah.
In Chicago. Mm-hmm. And they probably wouldn't even shout that there.
Probably not. Keep a low profile.
It's like Voldemort.
They might whisper it to each other, like right in each other's ears.
Yeah. Because they're probably secretly gay. All right. Well, anyway, so you made it through the show. You know what? That's one of the things. I don't want to be, I mean, again, I'm not taking political sides.
Right.
I mean, whatever way, everybody vote for Joe Biden, everybody vote for Donald Trump. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter. I just don't, this is an apolitical show. It bothers me when I turn this off, but when I'm hearing the show, it
doesn't matter.
But once I turn this off, then it matters to me. Anyway, all right, well, that's the show. Susan, you've done it. You've made it. Episode 2 is in the books. Susan Swarner, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for having me. Anyway, thanks again, and I will keep in touch. We'll have you back. You did great. I'm gonna give you a 10 out of 10 for today's episode.
Oh, thank you.
13 out of 13. How's that? Well, that's like my
13 is better. I'm gonna put that